A lot of people think that if you lived like a nihilist, you'd sort of rot away in bed. Some nihilists may do that, and I think there is actually a correlation, a strong correlation between philosophical nihilism and practical depression. However, nihilism is not about the actual consequences or the things that you're doing. It's about the purpose behind them. It's about the meaning behind them. And so if you ask me why it is that I'm reaching my arm over there, it might be because I'm trying to pick up a glass of water. Or why am I doing that? I don't just do that randomly. Well, because I'm thirsty. Okay, well, why am I thirsty? Well, now we're kind of into some biological science. You might say, well, it's been a while since I've last had a drink. And then you might describe what it is about my biology that causes thirst. And you might even give an evolutionary explanation for why it is that we've developed this sensitivity to thirst. And I could say, literally speaking, the reason why you are behaving in this way, the reason why you have these preferences is because of this evolutionary trait, right? For most people, that's not very fulfilling, but literally speaking, that could be something like an objective meaning in the sense of it being an objective purpose. It is literally the purpose why we all act. But I think people want something a little bit more than that. They want something which feels like it's not quite just a reason to act. It's also something which feels worthwhile, that's somehow sort of justified by some universal principle. There's almost like a moral element that it's a good thing to be alive, that it's a good thing to live a meaningful life. And that kind of thing I think is very difficult to ground objectively unless you posit some kind of either supernatural design, or I suppose if you have a kind of philosophy of life or a metaphysic which says that there is some kind of teleology built into nature itself, which some people believe, but I struggle to grapple with.